one day I will figure out how to turn that down. But that day is not today. I'm back with another Heroes of the Storm cast. I was meant to do it earlier one today, Heroic Division, but I remembered I have a concussion appointment with a concussion clinic to see how I'm doing. But I'm here now, just with her Nexus 1. See, this time can't connect stuns, facing off against under Newb management. It should be a good game either way. So these teams, one of them said they haven't been casted in a while, so I'm like, oh, at least I've turned up to cast today. But yeah, it should be a good series nonetheless. I don't know much about these teams in all honesty. I don't know really the difference between, or at least what either of these teams can do or bring to the table, per se. So it'll be very interesting to see where it comes from. Especially this early in the season, I can't look at like what people have done so far, what they've got coming up, just because we haven't quite gotten there in terms of the data yet, and I do like having a look at everything, but I'm a bit lazy. Wait a minute. There we go. Hopefully that's audible. I don't know. I never know for certain if music's fully audible. Also, hi Slick, hi Nor. Hope you're doing well. I guess it's evening for you guys. It's about to go this afternoon. It is definitely evening for you all. If not, I'd somehow be very confused at this point. Yo, says Pink Workout. Hope you're doing well today, Pink, as well. We've got some Nexus Division games this evening, today. Yes. Look, I'm tired. I did stuff before this. I've been out and about today. I've kind of been making sure I do things properly, making sure I get myself in a better headspace, because you know concussions are bad and you should not get them. Don't get concussions. It's a very simple fact of life. But I'm just gonna say caster is ready and hope that kind of kicks everything into gear, because I imagine the teams are discussing their strategies, because in terms of everything, we do have Towers of Doom is going to be the first map we played, but we do see in terms of bans, we see the Dragonshire, Braxis Holdout from Can't Connect Stuns. We do have under new management panning out, banning out Tomb of a Spider Queen, that's what it's called, and the Garden of Terror. And you know what? I'm doing right, Pink. What I'm going to do is time out Nor. No big I've timed out Nor as a joke. I hope Nor accepts the joke. I'm probably going to get a message later like, why have I been banned by Nor? Rep says I hope Nor knows I'm more doing it as a joke than anything else, but I do think it's funny. And I also don't know how to untime out Nor, so Nor is stuck for a little bit. Give me a moment as they're asking for the Twitch link. I don't think I'd have to link my own Twitch. It wants to bring up my Twitter first. That's actually going to have noise, isn't it? And Mockery's faster than I am. Excellent. Oh, Mockery's here. Look, eventually Nor will be untimed out just in 10 minutes. Oh, that's so mean. I'm sorry, Nor. He'll be back. He'll be back eventually. Wait, will I have requests in my queue? Oh, I can clear these. So I'm just like getting back into it all. It's been a long time. It's honestly been a long time, and in general, my concussion is it's getting better, but I still zone out a fair bit. It's unfortunate that I do, but at least I'm slowly getting better and better with it as time goes along. No worries, it's objectively funny. I'm speaking on behalf of Nor without his knowledge or consent. Excellent stuff. I do like people talking about Nor on his behalf without him knowing or being able to say whether it's true or not. So, I don't know what we'll see on Towers of Doom. Okay, I do have a general idea what we see on Towers of Doom. Towers of Doom, we probably see, you know, a good double soaker, a decent off lane, yeah, a good double soaker off laner, Mockery has and maybe Tracer around. So, I don't know all the players in this division. It's one of the divisions I've cast the least. I've just got to remember. Let me turn down music a little bit. Up a little bit. I'm just gonna remember to, you know, actually change scenes. You know, which is probably the better idea. Okay, we're just getting someone back now. Someone was on his ult and then realizes he was on his ult, so he's just disappearing to come back in a few moments. So, you know, we have to wait. We have to be a little bit patient. Sorry, everyone. But no, it's good. We're just building the tension. We're just building it up. If Mockery Sea Trace is getting perm banned like we hammer to. Meet True, you're probably right, in all honesty. That is probably one of some of the stronger heroes for them in particular. Especially Hammer can actually do quite well in general. Maybe not this map. It's not the most ideal map for Hammer, just because you don't have it can't quite have that safety you do on other maps with Hammer. But you can still pretty well with her. Do not get me wrong. Alright, I'm going to prep myself so I don't forget to... I feel like something's missing. I don't know what's missing, and I feel like something's missing, and I hate that feeling. It's not Noah. Noah's purposely in the bin. But it looks like everyone is ready now. So hopefully we should be getting into it in a few moments. Countdown. Nope, we're not quite getting countdown yet. Got a little bit of time still. Maybe Noah is untimed out by the time we get into the map. We'll find out soon enough. Have I just really spelled? It's not can't connect stuns, is it? Is it stun or stuns? I should really double check like everything I've done's correct so far under Newb management. Yep. Fig Tales Doom is a good Hammer map since you're guaranteed to get... Oh, yeah, I suppose you are almost guaranteed to get to late game. Just you don't have that typical safety that sometimes some Hammers very much like. But in saying that, you can very much build safety around it. Get a Blaze in the off lane. Get a decent kind of Warwish style tank. Kind of Joe, maybe. Garrosh to keep people off of Hammer. But there we go. We're getting into it. I did not see the cooldown. But let me actually remember to swap into the draft today, shall I? Right. Towers of Doom. And eventually Nor will come back. But yes, Towers of Doom. It is first pick to can't get next stunned, as they did win the coin toss and elected for first pick. So what will we see is the question. Will we see banned is the question. I don't know any of these players really. We may have seen the normal ones, maybe a Vala, maybe a Joe. Outside of that, it's really all's fair in love and war. Maybe Junkrat. There's a very good map for Junkrat in terms of stalling things out. He could just throw grenades without 10,000 years and not be bothered anyone. But Brightwing also one of those better ones, as it does make your offlane potentially a 2v1 at some points, and it is just good healing, so may as well ban it, especially if someone on the other team is good at it. Tracer, oh wow, look at that. And Mockery is here, yes, ban the Tracer. That's about the only player I do know. I guess I know of Porky as well. But I'm terrible with names in general. So I guess we'll have to see what happens. Ugh. Man, I wanted that. Sylvanas. Junkrat, there we go, there's Junkrat ban. Sylvanas, actually I should have guessed, Sylvanas has regained popularity as of late, especially in these higher divisions, and very much she can be an absolute hassle to get rid of walls and such. But no, we'll have to see what is picked first. Blue team with our ever so important first pick. Vala's up is always going to be something important to note. Yep, and it is indeed taken by Mockery. Next two picks for the side of can't connect for under new management. 1 and 2. What do we have? tank available. Well, everything's really available. You can take a tank. You're not really as fast about damage. But Li Ming and Dahaka. Good picks, in all honesty. Good damage around objective for Li Ming. And Dahaka is one of those better double soakers here. And you can burrow to get that quick rotational advantage on the other offlaner. Albeit the other offlaner can take steps to mitigate that. But by no means is it going to be easy for them to beat out Dahaka in terms of getting to a fight when they need. But it means you now can be a bit patient on your offlane. Speaking of which, we do see Blaze and Rhaegar. Don't know if that's going to be a tank Blaze or an offlane Blaze yet. Honestly, could go either way with Blaze. But more often than not in the higher divisions, or at least in recent times in most divisions, Blaze has been the offlane. I think I've named about I can name about 2 main tank Blazes I've seen as of late. Both being in Division B actually, both being CM teams. We can see Joanna and Newb banned out, so we're really just rounding out the tanks, just nipping that in the bud now. Or if you love saying things wrong, nipping it in the butt. Not quite right, it's bud. Right, what shall we see from the other 3? You still need healer, tank, and some form of consistent damage. Tigers. Anduin. No, dad and son. Varian Anduin. I did at least get half of it right. That's a point to me. I've got a little tick to me. What next is the question. Last 2. Is it going to be main tank Blaze, or are we going to see a different tank? Again, I wouldn't mind seeing Garrosh. I wouldn't mind seeing... Okay, interesting. Tyrael Alarak. Alarak, to round things out, is a little bit spicy in the end, especially... Oh, this is Porky, yeah. That was always going to be Tyrael. I've always heard of a wrong version of snipping it in the butt. No, because snipping it in the bud, or nipping it in the bud, is to do with flowers, to make sure they can grow further and not die out. Because if a lot of plants do go to flower, they die afterwards. A lot of plants, not just flowers, but like kind of coriander, oregano, or sorry, cilantro, things like that. If they bud, they typically die out. So if you manage to stop it from doing that, it gets to live longer and you continue to get your herbs. But yes, there are drafts. Zul'jin rounds things out, so what I'll do is change it back to the main screen. Yeah, welcome to... I just know like a random assortment of details. Don't know why, but I do. So yeah. For 10,000 years I am free. Welcome back, Nor. Hope you learned your lesson. I do have a timeout button. That's a lesson. I have a timeout button. Because I'm too lazy to type /timeout, Nor. Also, hi, husband, how are you doing? Hi, Shy. But first map, we have to see how this goes. So let's get on into the series, shall we? So, on the side of Can't Connect Stuns, we have Mockery on Vala, Slick Rub is on the Rhaegar, Arik on the Alarak, Sim Porky on the Tyrael, rounding things out, Ghost Stunk on Offlane Blaze, I'm assuming. On the other side of things, we do have Ellen by default on the Anduin. Liddell is on Varian Zoth.
10 seconds.
Space Yoshi Dahaka. Sneaky Glades is on Zul'jin. And rounding things out, AG Silver AG on the Li Ming. So we will have to see what it goes. We do have a spell armor Dahaka, so we're not going to race scar form. So he's going to be a little bit slower on the rotational speed, but that should be fine. St. Basil 1, hello. Let's go CCS, they say. So we do have some CCS supporters in chat. Other things, so we do have the Lightning Alarak. We have that Pikachu build, auto attack Vala. And we have Varian stacking his Q at level 1, while it is going to be auto attack Zul'jin. Of course it's auto attack Zul'jin. Zul'jin has his baseline quest, and we'll have to keep tabs on how that goes. Aggressive into Sneaky Glade. Zul'jin already running for his life. Liddell going in behind, but keep in mind Liddell is very early game Varian currently. They are pre-level 4. It's not exactly the easiest to go into everyone at present. Camps are up now, and both players... Look at these two go. they're doing their thing. It will get easier for Ghost Dunk to Quivers as they get their level... as they get their level 4, just because they will be able to actually clear minions with their abilities, with their auto attacks a lot easier. Ghost Dunk was coming down to think about coming up, but he did not in the end. Mockery, well, it happens. Sorry to tell you, bud, that's not my problem. He's also holding your family hostage, Nebula Bass. Again, why does Mockery keep finding your families? But we can see aggression coming out again already from Can't Connect Stuns. They know they can force things in. Sappers are going to take down tower and gate, so that is a good earlier lead for the team of Can't Connect Stuns. However, of course, it comes a lot more difficult when we get level 4 and we have just a general variant blow-up style composition. But I guess we do have Teriel who can provide shielding. We do have Alarak who has the counter-strike if that happens. Mockery is going to be the harder one to keep alive, but we do see Porky is going to try to peel for them with that W. And imagine they will be going the Sanctification at level 10, just because Sanct is a lot easier to make sure you don't die to random BS. Oh, Porky very high up compared to the rest of the team, but we can see everyone just around the sword. Li Ming uses missiles there. Oh, nice hit by Alarak there, getting a few stacks. But other things to note, we do see now stacking on the Andu as well, piercing like that is a Tyrael diff. Really poorly timed as well, or really well timed by under Newb management. Right as objectives coming up, I'd like to see potentially just the switch from Can't Connect Stuns to go top instead, and we can see that they have decided to do so. Mockery realizing they're not in the safest place, backs out away from Liddell.
The Raven Lord demands it.
AG Silver gets objective. We're going to see the top ones being traded as per. Zloth had a ping on him, but no one's going to push in on them. Big cleanse, yes. Oh, Slickruff gets taunted. We can see Alarak tries to push Liddell away. They managed to do so just a little bit too late. But ultimately, there isn't quite the damage on Slickruff that maybe under Newb management life. Very nice. Tyrael loves his trait value. It is what he is known for. I don't like when I see my stream freeze on OB. Oh my god, it's broken. Sorry. Porky get out. Mockery with a roll. There's the taunt. There's the damage. There's the cleanse. Porky trying to keep him alive, but no, that is Gambit stacked down. Going Gambit into a variant block comp is very risky, let's say. And that risk is not quite paying off so far. You don't quite have the damage, and you already have one death at present. And we're back to camps. Right, we know what's happening here. Let's have a look here. Yes, offlane. Oh. Good time. Good stuff, Sloth. Zul'jin stacking W's as well. Want to make that sign of. We can see Alarak has 80 sadism. They've taken 2 loads of sadism reduction thus far. We can see the level 1 gives -10 unless you hit 3 heroes with a center hit in 1E. And we can also see the W extended pull range. Oh, Porky taking so much damage from underneath. All of this is happening. And honestly, the side of under Newb management looking very healthy even after that trade. Mockery staying a little bit too high. We can hear a nice triple hit there by Silver. I love hearing some of these, like, sound design is something I very much enjoy, whether it be both video games, movies, etc. All very interesting stuff, and we see a lot of pushing out now. These orbs are getting a lot of damage info. Silver did still go the reset, so Triumvirate is the choice at play here. Oh. Liddell walks straight into the queue. Tahaka has burrowed bottom, and that is unfortunate for the team. Oh, nice stun by Blaze, and Mockery does help with the kill there. You can see Orb coming out, nicely dodged up. Eric walks straight into it. Liddell's loft being forced out slowly. Mockery wanting to keep going up, but no, pull onto Andu instead. Eric getting a nice little combo there, but no one is going down. Meanwhile, Everback, we do see Slickruff is getting the objective below, and lo and behold, it is going to be 4 shots into the core of under Newb management. So it is, yeah. It's going to be even. Oh, nice barrow charge just before the actual Q struck from Alarak. Are we rooting or roasting? I personally do both, but it's very much up to you, King Andrew, and who you want to root out. Nice roll. Mockery gets to live. Oh, Orb finds a decent chunk of damage. And 10s are through first for can't connect stuns just by a little bit. Blaze has been getting that soak advantage, I believe. Actually, no, it has been in the Dahaka's favor. Where is it coming down to, actually? It's barely in favor of minions. Barely minions that keep him here. But it doesn't matter either way because we have both teams. So, in terms of everything also high cause, we do see this ancestral healing. Oh. Mockery using Rain of Vengeance there. There's no, we do have Rain of Vengeance. Bunker, Blaze. Yep, it is Sanctification on Teriel, and we do see that it is Counter-Strike Alarak. On the other side of things, we do see it is Disintegrate Li Ming. What else? Well, Varian went Taunt at level 1. Cool. Burrow Charge for Dahaka. Newb was banned out, but the Spirit lives on. Look, I make some choices with my words. I never said they're good choices. Well, I guess it's Burrowing Claws or Tunneling Claws. Other things, so is Light Bomb, which we did just see happen. Adaptation to Haka, which, interesting. And the last thing to note is Taz Dingo on Zul'jin. Which does make him a little bit unkillable, not invulnerable. We're gonna do a big yawn. Sorry about that, everyone. Orb coming through, not finding on. Silver thinking back at nope. Oh, Blaze actually found mid before Dahaka even got there. Well done, Ghost Dunk. I missed that completely. Sorry, chat. Also, it's only 1 kill to 2. Like, we are not far in this yet. Porky gets hit by an orb. Q piercing through. Zloth thinking they can find it out. Oh, nice lightning strike. Liddell, unfortunately, did not go onto Eric as that happened. Zloth slowly getting it. Blaze with the Q. Eric with the E. Yep, we're going to see Zloth has to be forced out. There's Queens, and Mockery gets to live. Does have the Ancestral used, Bomb and Sanctification used. That is going to be a lot of aggression in. Silver, a little bit overextended compared to the rest of the team, but ultimately going to be fine. Someone's on it. Oh, nice double stun by Ghost Dunk. However, the Light Bomb getting the double stun back at them. But there's a nice pull Q combo from the Alarak. No one hits him while he's counter-striking, but Alan's still going to go down anyway. So Eric getting a nice kill there and actually setting up another one. And Porky wants the kill on the Sneaky, and they do indeed get it. Oh, meanwhile, a nice little pull from Eric at the end. Silver not going down there, but still probably a little bit more hurt than they'd care to be. Porky, you have minus 20 armor, just as a reminder. It's not the safest for you. Well, this building's quickly going down now, isn't it? Yep. What's happening? Liddell, you don't quite have your 13 yet. Keep that in mind, but this building is going down now. Liddell now being forced out. Rest of the team, Sneaky Glaze. Just seeing if it gets some chip in. Not able to do so. And this is where the instance I like to see the team who has lost this bottom tower go elsewhere, see if they can get value in another lane. Ultimately, I like to see them go top. Oh, nice. Bunker. Nope. Yep, there it is. But do they get out? It's a question. Nope. Ghost Dunk does not get out. Very unfortunate for them. Eric was not quite there in time for them to help the Blaze. But it is at least going to slow down the momentum of can't connect stuns a little. You don't have your double soaker up anymore. You don't have our offlaner up. It gets a lot harder for that offlane minion soak to come in. Oh, the blocking field making it a bit harder for Liddell to step fully into this. I think Porky wanted to do it on the camp, but didn't quite do so. Nice double wins. Oh, unstoppable. Nice cleave of damage through by Eric. Now Mockery getting the Rain of Vengeance underneath. Eric has constantly got Zloth on them. Zloth, sorry, I mean. And we can see now that after that engagement, it is finally going to back out. Vamansky CCC is watching from Montana. I have no clue where that is. I don't know States of America or where they are. I know what some of them are called, but I have no clue where they are. Also, it looks like we are just going to be trading top. Liddell's riding, but no, will not get there in time. However, Ghost Dunk. Oh, Ghost Dunk. Taunt. Nice charge out. Very safe. Very safe charge in the end there. But now we can see there is a chase going on underneath. Blocking field. Stopping Liddell from getting in very easily. We see it there had to go the long way around. Ghost Dunk missing the charge. Unfortunate for them. But ultimately everyone's going to be fine. There were just a couple of buttons pushed. No major heroics. So yeah, we're all fine at the end of the day. Also, I feel like, you know what, you could wait a little bit, chat, to see some talents. We've got another 3/4 level. We can see it when 16s come through for one of the teams. I know that's a little bit of a tease, but I know that, hey, you can be a little bit patient. I believe in you, chat. Nice pull by Elric. Nothing found from it. However, Elric, should I was like, should I see how much sadism Elric has? Or do I still want to wait till the 16s? What? 104. And not enough time for you, anyone else, to see any of the talents. Right. And we're back to just... This tower has been had by them the whole time. I completely forgot, and I think they may have as well. I'm just going to be kind of yarning for a bit. We can see here there is a heavy setup for Blaze to step on through this area, and I think Blaze has a inkling that that may be what's happening.
Open a tunnel near our core that leads to the battleground center. Use it well. What?
So I think I would like to see Can't Connect Stuns just make a very aggressive play onto the top 2 objectives here. Have only one person down here, have a rest come up top, and see if you can actually get the damage. Montana's top left for Continental US, just right to Washington, which is the top. Sure. You can aggress here, Red. Under new management, you want to punish this, right? 100% of the time. Like, yeah, you're down 16s, but that's something you punish. Unfortunately, they were just a bit too slow on it. Nice roll by Mockery. Unstop coming out. That means they do get at least the unstop for the light bomb as well. Very well timed by Slick Rub there. Contiguous USA. Sure. I think I know roughly what you mean. But yeah, there's another 5 shots into the core. So we're now at 9 for under new management. It's starting to look a bit desperate for them, a little bit dangerous even. So what, one more objective like that and boss you win? You get any sappers in, you don't even need to have a full 5 forts up, you can have 4. Oh, Ghost Dunk doesn't quite find the charge they wanted. Nice pull by Anduin. Liddell safe at the end of the day. We can see it is double pull on Anduin, so he will be... There is still another charge, I believe. I can check, but I'm feeling lazy. Now let's check, shall we? Yeah, he's still got another charge. Oh, he's got what camera? That threw me off. Yeah, I'll close that for now, just because it looks like we're having something brewing. And the sappers are already all down. Never mind. The brew has stopped. Thing note, we have Q build, Rhaegar at the end of the day. Oh, nice pull. Getting the stab onto Li Ming. There is the blocking field. No, Porky is actually holding their time. They're not going in. They're just going to let the sword expire. Oh, nice taunt. And that was a Zul'jin Q onto Porky as well. So that was a lot of health gone in a very short amount of time. Taunt now not available for a few seconds. So Mockery knows they can step up and be a little bit of a nuisance at the moment. Silver below, trying to get the damage they can onto structure. They can if they get it over in time for this objective. It does help when you do have Seeker, as you do get that extra damage on a structure. Oh, Porky gets taunted. Nice stun. We do see the Sank come out in time. No, we do not. That was just too quick a damage. Nice double hit on the, I cannot remember Tyrael's trait to save my life. I will not recall it. And if it looks like they are just wanting to give, I can check. That's Anduin again. No, it's just his Archangel's Wrath. It was showing Anduin, but it has Tyrael's abilities. Weird, but okay. This is the first time we've seen the invade from under new management of the camps this time around. Can't Connect Stuns losing their top camp. Nice wall damage. That's the first step you need to start opening this map up again for your team. Oh, Tahaka may be in trouble. No, he's Quick Claws. Mockery, I believe, had Death Dealer by the looks of that damage. Indeed, they do. Which you want Death Dealer with the auto attack. Oh, I can't remember her name. Vala, anyway, just because it does so much extra damage. You can see Vala's actually quickly burning down top. I was just looking here, because that's where we can see the full 5-man. Yeah. Things are sure dying. But are we about to get a rotate up onto Vala is the question. Vala backs out. She doesn't like everyone missing. But we can see Porky and Eric are down here to push in. This is going to be a pre-20 fight, which isn't spectacular for either team. But I think it is a little bit in favor of Can't Connect stuns anyway, because they do have Sanked Up. And there's no congestion as well. That is just going to be it. But I do like this blocking field coming up here, really blocking off one route of exit for under Newb management. Nice pull. Oh, Zul'jin just completed quest. Light bomb into Liddell, but that's just a little bit too late by Ellen by default. We're rotating up to point. Auto attack, roll, cleanse. That is a safe mockery. Now we can see Blaze is just wanting to squeeze out those 20s. And they do so. What? So we see everyone come through. We see Deadly Charge. We see Farseer's Blessing, Holy Arena, Blaze upgrade of Fortified Bunker. As well as rounding things out is going to be that Far Flight Quiver. There we go. That's what it's called. Definitely didn't mess that one up the first time around. Nope, taunt. Oh my god, Porky's in. The Ancestral was just not even close to being there in time. Well, I mean, I don't think you expect your tank to die just quite that quickly. But when we have that Q available for Alarak, it's a lot of extra damage. Nice roll, nice pushback. Liddell wanted, we can see the light bomb was wanted by Alan by default. However, no, said Alarak. Arik forcing everyone away. And this is where you can't quite stop the enemy team. Your Tyrael is up, not quite for a little bit. We got another 30 seconds of that. And the Siege, while it's a mage, a tank, and a healer, Li Ming can do a decent amount of siege with her build, and we can see that is quickly getting chunked down. But Blaze has joined the fray. Ooh, nice hit onto Sneaky Glades. Silver wanting to end that fort. She does so, they do so, I don't know exactly. Ancestral going off inside the bunker, so Ghost Duck actually relatively healthy now. Charges away Zloth, goes for a tongue, finds at the end. Cleanse being used by Slick Rub, so they're able to get out as well. And it is the cleanse upgrade on it, by the way, so it is going to be a shorter cooldown for it. Also, thing to not want to note is Glory to the Alliance. Yeah, Glory to the Alliance, Tel Rush's elements, and when we chastise Censure. Yeah, Censure. We also see the upgrade to Adaptation, which is Changes Survival, and Alarak went back Armani Resilience. Porky is thinking about going in. Walks up. Yep, Li Ming gets the bottom objective during this time, however. So if the side of Can't Connect stuns win this team fight, they do just kind of get the objective. Oh, Porky going in. Alan by default, meanwhile, is just realizing, no, they need to help Liddell as much as they want to keep going. Arik goes in, and that is maybe not the best choice by the Alarak there. But they are somehow going to survive. They go for Q, but no, that's even going down. They didn't have Counter Strike up at that point, and Deadly Charge was used to go in. No escape possible. Oof. That is rough for Can't Connect stuns. We're lucky to be in such good state. Now are really struggling to find a foothold in this late game. But Li Ming is doing so much damage. The team in general is doing a lot of damage, and they're going for the boss play. They want to take it off map. They're taking that win condition away. Four shots into the core. I never noticed the pumpkin heads when both set. That's the first time I've ever really looked at the actual explosion itself, I suppose. Because more often not, you're like, shit. Like, god damn, I died. But no, you're ultimately fine. Tower is building its way back up. We do have all members of the team, 4 members out of the 5 up down here, including Ghost Dunk. So, Can't Connect stuns. If they decide to have a fight still, they do have a reasonable means to do so. But this building is quickly going down between Silver and Glades. Yeah, again, Silver just keeps throwing out those Qs, and this building just keeps dropping. Invade coming up. Li Ming missiles, but Porky does barely leave a bush as that's happening. Will finds a good target, however. A good chunk of damage. Porky's thinking about it. Do they go in? No. I'll say, are they trying to get to Haka? No, they show on wave, so obviously they're just setting up for a defensive objective. But it looks like everyone is going to be a bit defensive. Bakje? I don't know how to say your name. Well, welcome to the chat. Oh, Porky is going to see if they can block. No, they cannot. Mockery taking a little bit of damage there. Nice silence onto Li Ming. Taka burrowing behind. There comes the Holy Arena. For most of the team fighting out of it, so we're not kind of getting that full damage bonus either. Ghost Dunk taking a lot. They can't even get back into the bunker. No, they go down before they can. And this was the turnaround. This was Can't Connect Stuns to win, because under new management fighting 2 kills now. They only need 4 shots. And this objective sure will give it. Tongue from Zloth, not finding anyone. Porky knows they need to go back in. But Silver gets it anyway, as we do see Rhaegar falls. Sure, Mockery finished the last auto attack quest, but that will be the first map of the series going over the side of under Newb management. Jeez. Oh, shoot. Big shit, sorry. I'm very tired. I'm very tired, chat. Let me update score before I forget. So first map did go over the side of under Newb management. As we can see here in terms of hero damage, Li Ming and Vala actually very close to each other, 92 and 94,000 respectively between the two. Well, from the two. In terms of the siege is going to be 176,000 from Dahaka, compared to 169,000 from Blaze, and that resulted in Soul Confetti 2,000, 27,000 respectively. Yes. Healing, and with 91,000 and Rhaegar 95, so actually pretty close between the two as well. We see Porky also did another 20,000 shielding on top, but yeah, Cubo Li Ming plus Variant Taunt is terrifying just because you get that bonus damage on the one. If you have the space to do it, if you get that bonus damage on one other person, they can just die. Especially if you're a full 5. Also, hi Psychopaths, hope you're doing well this evening as well, or at night. I don't know, it is quite late for some people. What? 10:40 for your East Coasters, 7:40 for your West. I'm on it today. Let's go. Bad game. The team and I were hoping. The team I was hoping to win didn't win. Well, meet true. That's mean. To anyone interested in builds, we again did have that W build to Haka, but it did work out. I kind of went, interesting. We don't see the race car, but hey, if it does work for Zloth, it works. But yeah, the the Glass Cannon Seeker Li Ming did a lot of follow-up damage on the variant. That was just a lot to deal with in general. Blaze, general build. Tyrael, general tank build. Alarak went lightning build with the W as well, so it took them a while to really bring their damage up to scratch. They did at the end, but it did take a little bit. But otherwise, yeah, everything else kind of standard for the most part. Interesting to see Q build Anduin, but hey, it worked out. And it looks like we will be having Battlefield of Eternity next. So let me swap on over to this screen. People happy. But yes, I hope you're doing well today, Psycho. And just chat in general. I hope you're doing well today. I still recommend not getting concussed. It's still causing me issues to this day. But hey, it does happen. Let's go CCS, says Mansky. Rodney Rodders. And I do like Battlefield. Battlefield is actually one of my favorite maps. I imagine we'll see, what's the word I'm looking for? We may see that Li Ming banned out this time, just because, again, this is actually a very good Li Ming map for a team that does know how to use Seeker. Just because it can burn down that objective quite well. Also, welcome, Nelly. So we're doing well. Played a very small bit of Pokemon Fusion, Infinite Fusion off stream. Found a Beedrill plus Garchomp combo that looks sick. What? Interesting. By the way, I will say that this map was picked by under new management, so it definitely was Can't Connect Stuns going with that first pick once again. It didn't quite work out last time, so we'll have to see if there is any difference here. But I'll say, now everyone's filtered it, I'm just going to put in a cheeky caster is ready. or caster are full ready. But I'm not going to rush for teams if they need to take their time. So be it, as I just need to take a quick drink. Yeah, Rodney literally saying hi to everyone else before they say to me, "Can you believe it?" No. Yeah, so we have a good little split of people either supporting Can't Connect stuns or under new management. I imagine Psycho is supporting Can't Connect stuns as Mockery was their coach, if I vaguely remember what? That was not a good sentence. As I vaguely recall back in the back of my mind, because, well, Lime don't have a good memory. Lime memory not good. Thank you, Concussion. Yeah, so we got ready from one team. We're just going to be waiting on under new management as well. House of Toast is rude. What did I do? Oh. Who was even House of Toast? Yeah, it looks like both teams are ready, so we should be getting into this map very shortly. You're correct, despite this poor English kicked up. Yeah, it's not it wasn't my greatest moment just then. I think I had a stroke. Hopefully not. That was a joke. I should be fine. Line memory. Hein, I want you to rethink how you phrased this. Saying Ronnie is real out. Okay, good. I was afraid it was me. I'm like, what have I done today? The answer is probably nothing. Need to upgrade up. Yeah, update the RAM in there. It's not doing too hot. We got a little bit too much emphasis on the random access memory. Alright, as you can hear, we are going to be getting to Battlefield Eternity. So before I forget, let me switch the map over to the draft screen. Just before I get Nullius being a little shit again. Alright, Li Ming banned out immediately. Not surprised at the end of the day. I did say, yeah, it was probably going to be one getting banned out, and lo and behold, it was banned immediately. I know, it was Nor being a little shit earlier. My bad, Nullius, it was Nor. Yes, put the line with the car. Oh, God. Hunter being banned out. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. That's a good ban. What do we see next? Blaze is a fair enough ban. Blaze can sometimes struggle on this map. And Mockery's still not allowed to play it. Mockery has still been told no. Which, very funny, I'm going to be honest with you. But yeah, Blaze is the one that can struggle with this map. But we see Lucio actually picked up first. I like it. I like Lucio here. I do think he's pretty good on the way around with Wolves. Vala, however, first picked. I imagine we're going to see the Monster Hunter Q build coming on through. Sloth. Yeah, what are you doing in chat, Sloth? Get back in the game. No, but I can see it looks like Birdie. It's actually been... Yeah. Birdie was rotated in, so I imagine Sloth has been benched. No Orbing this game. Well, there wasn't Orbing last game either. Sorry to tell you, no, it was a Q build. But also Brightwing was banned out, which keep in mind Brightwing was actually banned map number 1. So Alan by default picking it here means they must have pretty good confidence in their Brightwing as it just does well in general. My top is. Well, Sloth, what are you doing in Twitch chat if you're told you need to have a shower? Junkrat by Eric, Yarel, Ghost Dunk. Yarel is a hero I like in concept, but I'm really bad at in practice. I wish I was better. I wish I was better at Urel, but Urel is just one that doesn't help my neurons don't fire well properly at all. But Urel is just something that isn't connected to the neurons. I stare blankly at her, going, I have no fucking clue. I'm not going to be starting a stream. Whoops, my bad, chat. Joanna banned out, by the way. Diablo wouldn't be a bad ban here. Nubrak wouldn't be a bad ban here either. So what do we see next? I bet it will still be Vala face build. You're probably correct, Psycho. You're probably correct, but I guess it does depend on how well you can scale the Vala. I guess it also depends if Vala does die or not. Doesn't die or not. Look, I'm just a simple man. I can't play auto attack heroes for hell. Water resistant phone?
Victory for the Forsaken.
Look. I don't know. Garrosh and Sylvanas picked up. Zloth, I have no clue whether your phone is waterproof or not. I'm going to be honest with you. Then Lunara and Muradin. So I imagine we're going to see Sledgehammer Muradin, but that's not a guarantee. Garrosh is just a problem to deal with sometimes in these smaller maps. If you don't have a vision, you just round a corner and oh, there's Garrosh. You may just die sometimes. But what else could we see? Honestly, a Newbrak, not a Newbrak. Dahaka still isn't a bad choice. Definitely. Interesting. Especially into Yrel, interesting. But yeah, that is going to be our 2 drafts for now. So that everyone's really interested. Well, I should really get my predictions under control, but I can't be bothered. I'm too tired for that. I am alive. Yes, that's the phrase, alive. Right, that is going to be starting up, so let me swap on over to here. And we'll swap into the game shortly enough. I don't actually know which way I favor this. Both teams have pretty good race, both teams have pretty good kill potential / zone control, so it can go either way, but we'll have to see how this goes, shall we? So, on the side of Newb management this time, because we started with the others last time, we have Silver on the Vala, Sneaky Glades. Oh, they're doing Sylvanas, she's from the outset. Sneaky Glades is on Sylvanas, maybe not. Liddell is on the Garrosh, Ellen by default is on Brightwing, and Birdie on the not quite a bird, Deathwing. On the other side of things, we do have Ghost Dunk, Yrel. Eric is on the... What are you two doing? Eric is on the Junkrat, Slick Rub is on the Lucio, Mockery is on the Lunara, and rounding things out is going to be Porky on the Muradin, who looks very bulky there. Bad luck, JK. Have a Mockery, what the hell? Oh, yeah, this is what... Mockery, this is what you get for saying bad luck, have a terrible time. You get to be cheesed. But no, there's actually a pretty good rotate out. Somehow missed Sneaky Glades and hit Liddell, which is very interesting, but Liddell is taking a lot of damage from the outset. Jumps onto Glades. We do see the hammer coming out. There's a polymorph onto Porky. However, Porky does get thrown in. They don't have jump to get back out, so they're taking a lot of damage. It'll be them going down. The minions actually find a kill at the end there, but that is a good early kill by the side of... Can't connect stuff. By the side of Newb management. Roll in, a lot of damage, but let's have a look at that, shall we? It is going to be Q Vala, so whoever told me it's going to be auto attack, no. Sorry, Psycho, I'm joking. But yeah, it is going to be a Q Vala. We're not going to have fire. We're not going to have Creative Hunter. Other things not is face check Garrosh, so a good old punch to the face. And well, yeah, so not surprising you could have less healing on you if that happens. But otherwise, yeah, that's really it for Quiz. Outside of that, we have Muradin's baseline, which... God, I don't know if they're going to complete it this game. It's always seems so hard to complete. Whoever completes Muradin baseline? Reversal, yeah, reversal indeed. Liddell is walking up. There's just keep getting moved around. Nice jump by Porky. Liddell obviously went for throw at that moment, but unfortunately the stun couldn't quite land. What, create attack in the building? No, that's a nice throw, that's a nice polymorph, and that is a dead Junkrat. Is it not called face? Oh, it's called body check, isn't it? Oh, by my head, I've just had face in my mind. Ever since I read Vala face build, I'm like, oh no. Jump by Muradin. You know, body check makes far more sense than face check. But I kind of want to commit and just call it face check at this point. How's bottom lane going? Ghost Dunk is slowly losing. Oh, it's about equal. But no, we see Muradin goes down at the end. I kind of knew where that one was going. So it took you away from the action. Sorry, G. Sorry, guys. Right, Mockery is clearing. They have gone Blossom Swell, not the race. Interesting. I imagined they're going to go Nature's Culling, but no, we're just going to go for that team fight damage instead. So in this case, I do actually put the race over in favor of under Newb management, but that means we're going to have to see the aggression come out from Can't Connect stuns, get to objectives early, and set up on it. Also, someone needs to deal with this. And this. Looks like Urel's going to. Yeah, race pretty even thus far, actually. But does look to be a little... Oh, actually, it looks to be very even between the two teams. No Monster Hunter yet is probably going to be a big thing to note about Vala. Once she gets that, we may see that disparity increase. But now we get a very defensive play from Can't Connect stuns. Nice hammer onto Vala. Ooh, Liddell not quite finding the throw combo there. Ghost Dunk hits Garrosh into the stun. Liddell just sitting there for quite a while. Oh my god, poor Liddell. Liddell just keeps getting knocked into stuns. Oh, Liddell gets stunned again. Is Liddell going to get stunned again, or are they fine? No, but even with all that interrupt going on, the objective does go over to the side of under Newb management. Even though Liddell got honestly stunned for about 8 seconds out of 10 there. It was so unfortunate. Poor Garrosh has never just been tossed around so much. Right. Belloth isn't the healthiest here. It's not the healthiest Immortal we've ever seen. World Shield already going down just now. We can see the health is about to start being chipped on. Yep, there it is. Liddell did get Junkrat mined over. Concussion Mine can do work sometimes. And unfortunately for Garrosh, it did do work there. Porky jump, Porky hammer eats the roll from Vala. Silver managed to dodge a Concussion Mine, however, but the team is going to stay on top of them. And that is the extra shielding from Brightwing as well. But Lucio gets enough autos on there. No, they do not. Ellen by default keeps AG, Silver AG alive. And all while that happened, the fort behind went down. Do the siege. Do the siege. Garrosh is not there yet. Yeah, Ghost Dunk's about to be in trouble. Or at least this building may just be taken here. Ghost Dunk just went in. Oh, that's unfortunate timing of a jump. Ghost Dunk goes down. Maybe do replay casting tonight. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do with my evening. But no, that's a good rotation from the side of Can't Connect stuns. They're wanting to make sure they don't lose anyone immediately. We can see that they did make sure... Sorry, they didn't want to lose the structure. They managed to save it in time. Because that was at full health just at the beginning of that... Yeah, pretty much at the beginning of that fight. 30 seconds later, it was almost completely gone. But fortunately, the side of Can't Connect stuns did save it. Let's see if a Wisp flows on through. Ooh, Liddell falling just short of Mockery with stun. Oh, Liddell has found Porky. Good stun. You don't really want to step up too much more. Liddell does have toss up. Again, Garrosh. As I see, Garrosh is one of the harder ones to deal with on this map. Oh no. Silver shoots the eye, but doesn't see it coming in. League Dave and Sharon food for me. Right on.
There is no escaping my justice.
Nope, well, early start the race here. It is going to go down quite quickly. Yeah, Cupid Vala is starting to tear through it. We're going to... The problem for Can't Connect stuns is they don't actually have 10s up yet. That's going to be the major difference, because obviously we do see that there's going to be Decimate, Garrosh, Range in, Vengeance Vala, Wailing Arrow on the sneaky ways. We can see Lucio went down because that toss throw combo. It's going to be horrified by Birdie as the sign note, and last thing is Blink Heal Brightwing. But yeah, that was a very quick diff onto Lucio. Lucio probably wanting high five there, but doesn't quite have it yet. Tens are now through for Can't Connect stuns. We do see High Five, Thornwood, Vine, Avatar, Muradin. Riptide, Junkrat, and the Ardent Defender on your L. Ooh, nice point blank stun onto Liddell, but Liddell's going to start that spinning. Does get hit by Tyre. Brywin gets phase shift all the time. Oh, Ghost Dunk gets thrown. They do knock everyone back, but they are free to jump out. Oh, no, they jump back in. Silver in trouble. Does have to roll. Does use a Rain of Vengeance. We can see Absorb coming out, and Yrel actually absorbs a lot of damage there. Yeah, I don't know. Over level 4, I do understand that if you want to fight more, level 4 does make sense. But without Nature's Culling, you're really hurting your racing potential there. Nice push off by Slick Rub, actually getting him out of Liddell's grasp. Start on to Eric. Eric taking a lot of damage, that little process there. Purdy following up on it immediately. Oh, Porky being slapped away. So, I keep yawning. Sunny Rail, Lightning Brew through. We see Porky's throwing in. They do have to jump out. They are Avatar, but don't quite have it up yet. Nice stun. Porky goes down. The Q finds the kill. Ghost Dunk slaps Sneaky Glades a little bit, but no, Sneaky Glades is going to be fine. That's the structure down if they're looking to push onto this final structure. Good. Okay, you've taken that out at least. That's step number 1. High five on the Mockery. Good little explosion there. Thank you for following Brainer 1023. Yeah, this is a very convincing game for under new management, much more so than the last one. But by no means does it mean can't connect stuns is out. As we get 13s and 16s, it does actually get a little bit easier for them. I know that's weird enough to say, but the 20s is where we hit that last difficulty spike for them. I need to stop yawning. Oh, I feel dead. Brainer just putting him for CCS. Emote. Mark Reedus. Paul Liddell is not having the most fun time on Garrosh today. They're getting some very good tosses, but they're also just taking a lot of damage and slows and knockbacks in general. I think Liddell's a bit unfazed by it at this point. It feels like they've had a lot of it. Yeah, it's been very snowbally because of these Garrosh tosses. But that's something that Garrosh wants to do. Garrosh wants to get you an early advantage, keep it your... And Sylph kind of does play into that same mindset. No, I can't wake up. Sylph does play in the same mindset where if you can get as much early value as possible, you get your team such a good advantage just by inherently you have the kills and you have the structure. You have the kill potential of Garrosh early on, and you have structure potential with the Sylvanas. Right, I'm gonna close this. This is getting away now. Because this has the potential to be the last one up. Mockery goes down to the last hit. Yes, they do. Ghost Dunk did have to use Ardent Defender. It took a lot of damage, did a decent amount of healing, jumps over the wall, and hits Liddell with a hammer. Now look, we can see this fight still going on. The blue team has to back out and deal with these camps. It's going to be also another problem. So now all of it's happening. This objective's being burnt down actually quite quickly. Porky's looking to interrupt, but no, they can't. Oh. Yup. That was a full health Meriden. And they just died. Very unfortunate. Silver, I saw you get hit by that Immortal. But it was so unfortunate to watch Porky just die like that, because you're a Meriden. You don't expect to die quite that quickly. You have your avatar, you have a jump, you expect to get out, but no, Meriden just kind of dies. Yikes. It does happen, but that's a big yike, my dude. It's so unfortunate to see it when that happens.
Moves for the gates of heaven.
I don't know how anyone plays it. Yeah, I enjoy Garoshin saying all this. I've accidentally pushed tab. Sorry, team. I don't know why I say team, like I'm on the team with you guys. Sorry, everyone, I should say. A lot of damage coming out. Wailing Arrow as well. The Conflagration getting kills. You can see that's Murden going down. We can see that's Lucio going down. Everyone else is backing on up. Mockery with the heal in core. Yeah, I don't like the look of this. What do you mean curious as to the draft looking strong? But it looks like this is going to be the end game now. Under new management is looking to end this all. Yeah. 2-0. And actually a pretty strong end to the tour as well. First map maybe not the strongest showing, but this second one absolutely bonkers for the team. So yeah, that will be the second map and the series going over to the side under new management 2-0 at the end. Oh dear. Oh dear is all I can say about that one. That was a strong one. Right, to quickly touch on everything. Well, in terms of hero damage, actually Lunara had the most, but there's such coordination in terms of a CC overlap for under new management that is quite shared damage, but it just ultimately meant that people died so quick they couldn't get out of there. In terms of Soak, 81,000, or Siege, say 81,000 Deathwing, 73,000 URL, 10,000 to 8,000, or 9,000, I should say, Siege respectively. Soak respectively. Healing 66,000 on Brightwing. Lucy, unfortunately, is only at around 40,000, but they don't really have the healing to deal with quite that much burst. Thanks for the cast, says Sako. Yeah, no worries. I'm going to park myself in a lobby, see if anyone's willing to join me for a what's the phrase I'm looking for, interview at some point soon. Been looking at talents as a side note. I'm going to remember to unmute Discord now before I forget. Yeah, everything's relatively standard. Sometimes I do wonder if this was the correct play for Thornwood Vine. Just because maybe you need the leaping strikes to get out, maybe not, don't know. Breath build definitely just does a lot of damage. Just in general, there's a lot of damage being piled onto one very short burst window here. Which, yeah, for Q build makes a lot of sense for that burst window now. What you also have Wailing Arrow, Q's following up on it, especially with Barbed Shot. Like, there is a lot to deal with here. Because even, I think Yrel is about the only person who can survive with Ardent Defender. But other than that, yeah, it was a lot. And look, even Dirty Trickster was enough to deter the tosses coming on in. So I'm going to at under new management. Anyone want to interview real quick? Because I actually forgot to ping them. Good work, me. And let me update the score and change it over to the screen.
Oh, there we go. Hello.
Oh, and I've even remembered to unmute you in OBS, so I've got a good start. So, Liddell, you said it's been a while since you've been casted, so how do you feel being casted and having quite a strong showing by the end of the series?
You know what? It feels great. We kind of got our asses handed to us in Heroic last season. So, you know, starting off everything great so far in Nexus Div.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that first map was actually a lot closer than the second one, so we will just start with the first one anyway. What do you think was happening there? Because from the early game, you had your blow-up comp pretty well set, but you did just struggle to find a lot of those blow-ups a lot of the time. What were you guys trying to do to adapt to the cleanses and actually quite a bit of a healing that was coming through?
Yeah, so... Yeah, I mean, with the build Silver goes on Ming, it does turn on late with the Glass Cannon and Mirror Ball and all of that stuff. So we do know in general that comp turns on late, but I think what we were kind of hyper-focused on the Vala through the early and mid-game, and we kind of realized, hey, she has 4 ults that protect her and the cleanse. Maybe we just front to back this, and that started working a lot more, especially because Tyrael doesn't have the most health as a tank. And so if we're taunting him, he's not able to sank himself, and that ended up working really well, burning the front line.
Yeah, and we did see Terriel just kind of. I think there's one instance Terriel just got hit by every single ability at once, and he just kind of died. But is your team very much have a preference for these blow up style of comps? Because even that second map, which looked a lot more dominant, we see the Garrosh throwing someone in the middle, and then just all the damage piled onto that one spot.
Yeah, I mean that has been kind of a staple through NGS. We're all players who've played with each other for the last 4 or 5 years. So I think that just, innate kind of like, just kind of like understanding of what we're looking for and how we combo abilities and that kind of trust there of when I have someone or when I don't is helpful, and I think it lends itself to teams that play together for a while. So yeah, I would definitely say it's something we do often. At times maybe it's a bit of a crutch, but yeah.
I mean, even if a crutch gets a win, it's still good, right?
Yeah.
I do always wonder, and I saw someone in chat did mention this, when it comes to Garrosh, do you sometimes go, man, I'm having a miserable time at this? Because I think there was about one moment where I saw you get booped into the Immortal stun, stunned into the Immortal stun, and then you got knocked back by the Immortal as well.
Yeah, sometimes it is just kind of playing a big punching bag, especially they had Lenora and Lucio, so really it was hard to get tosses all game. It had to really kind of surprise them or flank them with some kind because they were pretty good at dismounting me. But Garrosh is, you have high highs, but a lot of low lows of just kind of getting your lunch handed to you. You have the armor to protect you, but you're correct in that assessment.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I really want to ask. No, not any questions where I'm going to ask that may make you reveal anything further for the rest of the season, at least. So I may save you that horror of accidentally revealing more secrets that you guys may have under your hood, at least for this season. So, is there anything kind of you want to say in general about how the series went, or kind of what you're looking forward to this season?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people we know in this Nexus div coming up this season, which is kind of great. The Bugin squad, we've actually, when we joined NGS in season 9, I think, they were in our div, and they've been in our div like at least 60 or 70% of the time. So that's kind of an old school rivalry. We're friends with them, so we're looking forward to that matchup. Just a couple other teams that have been around forever. Dirton's Couch as well. So I think this Nexus div is going to be, it's kind of like a family of long-time NGSs kind of all playing in the same div. So definitely looking forward to that. Just in general, we want to try and play some weirder comps. That didn't really happen tonight because we were just kind of tipping our toes in the water. But I think Gilly Shark is a team we want to emulate throughout the season, where they've kind of let loose. They play the bingo. Bingo's not quite our game, but maybe just throwing in some weird comps, experimental stuff. But yeah.
Look, I've already seen one Cho'Gall game this season, so you've got to really pick up your pace.
Yeah. Cho'Gall, maybe some Murky, you never know.
Oh god, yep. So I'll let you keep some of those comp secrets to yourself, but no, well done to your team. I hope you have a good rest of your evening.
Yeah, great, and thank you so much for casting. That's what makes NGS so special, and you do a lot of casts, so keep it up.
Yeah, quantity over quality here. No, have a good one.
Alright, cheers, see ya.
Right, that's gonna be it for me, chat. No, congrats again to Under New Management. Can't Connect Stuns did have a very fierce showing map number 1. It was not quite the easiest thing for Under New Management to really get the block they wanted in. They were held back a fair amount more than I think they expected. Then map number 2, Battlefield Eternity, was definitely looking far more their way. They had a lot to them. They had a lot of pressure. And yeah, it was just a difficult one for them to finally kill them all. So, yeah, Can't Connect Stuns has really had a rough time that one. So I'm going to be rating Plasticine X. I cast on her channel every now and again, quite a bit. Thank you to Girls Gang Squad. I do enjoy my time with them. They are very much a very accepting community to women and non-binary folks. But Plasticine in general is just a wonderful person. They are doing the streaming stuff full time now. So any follows, any love they get would be greatly appreciated, I would guess. So that'll be it for me, your host, V-Line Buzz. To everyone, I wish you a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending where you are in the world. Because time zones are weird, and I'll see you in the Nexus. Goodbye for now, everyone. I nearly pushed the wrong button. Well done, me.